Hey y'all, welcome to the show. Hope everybody's hanging in there okay. We're doing fine in the Connick house. We're just hunkered down and we're at episode 6, if you can believe it, of Hunker Down with Harry. Very exciting stuff on the show tonight, so I'm gonna jump right into it. If you watched episode 5, our last episode, you will remember a handsome guy by the name of Andy Drace. Andy is a truck driver and he's from New Mexico, and he sent in a video request for me to propose to his fiancée, Angela. Remember this?
Hey Harry, my name's Andy. I live in Albuquerque, New Mexico. And Angela and I, my best friend, we went to see you in concert here at the Kiva just about 2 weeks ago in Albuquerque. My question is, will you ask Angela to marry me? I'm a truck driver and I'm out on the road right now, but I'll be home in the next day or two, and I'd be happy if you'd ask her. She's a big fan of yours and she loves you. Here's my truck, Harry. I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, thinking about you, Angela. And I love you very much, and I'll see you soon. Don't worry, I'll have a ring ready.
Okay, I was so nervous when I did it because I didn't know what she was gonna say. So stick around and we will let you know before the show is over what Angela said. Fingers crossed. Okay, let's jump into some viewer questions. First question is from Rachel Self. Rachel says, I'm a nurse and my husband is a respiratory therapist. Work is hard and overwhelming right now. And we're cherishing all the uplifting things being put out at this time. It means more than you know. So from my family, we thank you. But first of all, Rachel, from my family, we thank you and your husband. Being a nurse or a respiratory therapist at this point in time, I can't imagine how overwhelming that is. Rachel asks, do you ever get nervous before you perform? I don't know why. You ever see those kids skiing down the mountain when they're like 4 and they're like, woo, this is so fun. They don't seem nervous. I've been like that since I was a kid. I don't know why I don't get nervous. I'd call it being excited to perform. I love to get out on stage and I get, real excited, but I wouldn't really call it nervous. Thank you for your question. And again, thank you for all you do as a nurse and to your husband as a respiratory therapist. By the way, if I had to do what you do, I would get nervous. Those are intense jobs. Second question is from Rosalind Bourgeois. Rosalind says, everybody feels concerned when they cannot be with a parent during this time. Boy, I hear you, Rosalind. You must know all your fans would understand your own concern given your dad is in New Orleans. Could you give us an update on your dad who is in New Orleans? Rosalind, my dad's doing great. Thank you for asking. He turned 94 yesterday. He's in good health. He's married to an incredible woman named Londa, a woman that we all love dearly. Her birthday was the day before my dad's, so they're having a very unusual birthday week, to say the least. But yeah, my dad's doing great. I talk to him a bunch of times a day, and we FaceTime, and he's my hero. And I'll tell him you were asking about him. Thanks so much. And thanks for continuing to submit your viewer questions. If you have any more questions, send them to hunkerdownwithharry@gmail.com. Our first video is from a guy named Hudson Liverance. Now, years ago, I wrote a song called Come By Me. Hudson Liverance has recorded a version of Come By Me specifically for the COVID-19 virus, and he calls it Don't Come By Me.
Don't come by me, don't talk to me, baby. Don't go out, just stay inside. You gotta wash your hands right now more than ever. Keep things clean and sanitize. At the start, really mystified us, got so bad, had to quarantine us, working from home so we don't get a virus. We'd be sick all night, wait and see if we stay home together. COVID-19 would go away. Come by me when it's all over, baby. Maybe we could run away.
That is awesome, Hudson. I love it. You sound great. We all know and love Dolly Parton's Jolene, But Melissa Stevenson has her own take of it with a little song she calls Quarantine.
Quarantine, 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 quarantine. I'm begging of you, please don't shake my hand. Quarantine, 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 quarantine. Stay 6 feet back and just wave hello, ma'am. Y'all need to calm it down out there. Hoarding toilet paper, you got to share. Tell me what's your plan with all of that TP. Everything's canceled, we're staying in. One day we'll leave our house again, but I don't know where your hands have been. Quarantine.
Classic. We were literally rolling on the floor with that one. Thank you so much, Melissa. Next up is from Natalie from Massachusetts. She sends in a picture of her dog. His name is Harry, and she named him after me. I'm quite honored. Harry is celebrating his 13th birthday on Sunday, and she wanted me to sing happy birthday. I can't sing happy birthday without at least miming washing my hands, so here we go. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday, dear Harry, happy birthday to you. Thanks, Natalie. This next one is from Sandra, who writes in from Cincinnati. This is her great nephew, River. River, he's a beautiful little boy, and he did some sidewalk art, which should make everybody feel good. Look at this beautiful rainbow that River did. Nice job, River. You're a cutie pie. Thank you so much for that amazing art. It did put a smile on everybody's face. And Sandra says that it's to remind everybody that after every storm, there is a rainbow. Thank you, Sandra, and thank you, River. You are the cutest thing, and we absolutely love your sidewalk art. Our next video is from Lee Ellen Leonard from Greenwood, Arkansas. She teaches music at Westwood Elementary, and this is her 16-year-old son, Hayden, is doing to keep up his snapping skills for football. He designed it, created it, and maybe he'll play for the Saints one day. Awesome work, Hayden, and thanks so much, Lee, for that really cute video. Our next video is from Barbara Galvin. This is her granddaughter in New Orleans, and listen, this girl has a set of pipes on her. Check it out.
Tomorrow, I love you. That's me.
How cute is that? Oh my gosh, I love it. Thank you so much, Barbara, for that video. And now, a word from Charlotte.
When people say they're head over heels, do they not realize that their head is already over their heels?
Thank you for that life pondering, Charlotte. All right, listen to this, ladies and gentlemen. This photograph is from Jennifer Douglas. She says, I'm a part of an underground task force of seamstresses around the country who have dug into our fabric stashes and are frantically making face masks for our healthcare professionals on the front lines. Go, Jennifer. Whether it's clinic employees, police departments, therapy facilities, or assisted living homes, there are thousands of people putting their own health at risk and caring for so many of us. Boy, you got that right. During such a time as this, we often feel so helpless. We can pray, we can self-quarantine, and we can sew. I've made 50 face masks this week. Wow. And I haven't quit yet. So thrilled to have found a way to help. Look at these face masks. This is unbelievable to me, Jennifer. Incredible. Thank you so much, and to all your fellow seamstresses for getting this work done. Our next video was submitted by Louise Dangle of Lafayette, Louisiana. This is a video of the Reese family, Linda and John Reese. They have 10 kids, and 7 of them are in a band. This is the Reese Family Band. What can I say? I'm obsessed with the Reese family. You guys are too much. I want to know what the other 3 kids do. If 7 of them are in the band, if the other ones are like setting up equipment or the band managers or whatever, that just put the biggest smile on my face. Thank you so much, Louise, for submitting that video. Up next, a video from Liz and Gary. This is Roller Derby Queen.
All right, this is to make everybody laugh who's stuck at home with COVID-19.
I was
Just get ready to get my hat.
she caught my
And
eye.
I put it back.
Poured myself
A couple more shots and beers. With Derby Queen.
Guys, that's my new ringtone. Just let me know, when all of this COVID-19 stuff is over, when I can come and hang out. I just want to sit in your living room and I want to listen to you guys sing. I want you to do a private concert for me. I am obsessed with you guys. Thank you. Thank you so much, Liz and Gary, for Roller Derby Queen. This next video kind of blew my mind a little bit. A few years back, I wrote a song called Smile. And these guys, the Edge Effect, did their version of it. And it's, well, watch.
Try to pretend again and again, waiting for love but I'm nothing to win. Sleep on the floor and I sleep with my friends, always wake up angry. I like the way you smile. I do. I like the way you hug me up and down and say, boy, you got me tired. You make me smile. I like the way you smile. I do. A little thing like that could put a whole in the sky. I like the way you smile. I like the way you smile. I do. I like it when I sing school and then you put me like a blaze fire. I like the way you smile. I like the way you smile. I do. I like the way you knock me off my feet, spin when you walk by. I do.
Seriously? Are you guys trying to put me out of business? That was awesome. Georgia, my daughter, who's filming this show, is like, I could listen to that all day long. You guys are really, really good. Thank you so much, Edge Effect, for that fantastic version of Smile. Our last video is from Shelly Schroeder. She did a spin on Adele's song, Hello, that you will not forget.
Hello from the inside. I must have said 1,000 times to wash your hands and stop hitting your bros. But when I talk, you never put down your phone.
Absolutely awesome. I love it. I love all of our viewer videos. Thank you for continuing to send these amazing videos. And don't forget, you can send songs, you can send funny stuff, you can send ways you're coping with this strange time, you can send tips. By the way, somebody send me a demonstration on latte art. I must learn how to make latte art. Send all of your videos to hunkerdownwithharry@gmail.com. I'm going to do my best to put as many of them on the show as I can. And now, superheroes. Our superhero today is Kias Kelly. He's from Lansing, Michigan. He moved to New York City to become a dancer about 20 years ago, but changed careers and became a nurse at Mount Sinai West Hospital in New York City. From what I understand, he would carry around a thick notepad folder and hide chocolates in it to give to his fellow doctors and nurses. Well, Kias contracted COVID-19 and texted his sister and said, listen, don't worry, I'm fine. I don't want mom and dad to worry, so don't tell them. Well, about a week later, Kias died. He was 48. He was quoted as saying, unfortunately, in many cases, my team and I cannot change an outcome, but especially in these challenging moments, we can alter the experience. Well, you've altered my experience, Kias. You're in my prayers. God bless you for making the ultimate sacrifice, taking care of all of us. You are a superhero. One of the silver linings in our current situation is that Jill and I get to spend a ton of time with our daughters, a lot more time than we ever thought we'd be able to. So I'd like to welcome one of them to the show, our daughter, Kate. Hi, Kate.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me.
You hanging in there okay?
I am. I'm actually doing pretty good.
What do you think is the most difficult situation about being isolated at home?
I think it's that exact word, just feeling isolated and depressed or anxious because we're not around other people and there's no distractions in a physical sense. We aren't around people for that, for distraction purposes. Instead, we're left to focus on the people we're living with, or if we're by ourselves, we have to take this opportunity to look inwards, and maybe we're seeing things we might not have seen before with other distractions.
That's a good point. How long do you think it took you to wrap your brain around the fact that you're really not going anywhere? I mean, yeah, you can go outside and take a walk, but essentially, we're isolating ourselves from everyone. How long did it take you to kind of understand that concept?
Yeah, and I'm still understanding it now, but there are definitely phases to this process, and especially for my generation and millennials, with social media, we're seeing a lot of memes in the beginning and everyone's joking around it. So I, of course, thought it was funny too, like not really realizing the extent of how extreme this is. But it really started freaking me out when I was living in New York City and being on the subway, because it's a melting pot in the city and I don't know where people are coming from. So that kind of freaked me out. And then realizing too, hearing from my doctor, I should cancel one place I was trying to go and not get on that flight. So I think it progressively made more sense to me, and I'm in a place now where I understand that it's affecting all ages and not just the elderly, and we all have to be very cautious about this. And it's great to have a strong immune system, but overall it's going to affect everyone, and we need to be cautious of that.
Are you scared?
I am scared, just because I don't know how my body would handle getting it. It's so contagious, and I think I'm really scared for my family and like who I'm living with and just our world, because there's so many different people and businesses that are being affected, and I'm just scared for the people who are losing jobs, and my heart goes out to them, and it's scary. Yeah.
What would you suggest to people in your age group? You're 22. To help get them through these times?
Yeah, well, I think a lot of 22-year-olds, I'm supposed to be a senior in college. I took a gap year, but a lot of my friends are supposed to be graduating, so my heart goes out to them too, because their graduation might be virtual on Zoom, and I think
it's so weird.
It is weird, and my friends were really looking forward to celebrating, and I think they all want to go out and party and do all those things. So I would just suggest realizing that this time could be used in different ways that could benefit yourself, if that makes sense.
Like what?
Well, I remember when I went to Furman University, I walked on to their lacrosse team and I tore my ACL, and that was a really upsetting time for me because I came home and I had a lot of time with myself. And at first it just was tragic, but I realized that it was actually a blessing. So I think if you look at it in a different way, you could maybe realize you have some kind of passion or hidden talent that you might not have known if you were rushing to get through life and get through those credits. So I think during these times, we can really figure out other things that we're interested in or really get to know ourselves.
You're discovering hidden talents about yourself, and you started a podcast. Tell everybody about the podcast.
Yeah, it's called Connect with Kate, and it's an opportunity to learn together and discuss spirituality, health, wellness, fashion, fitness, just to name a few topics and how they intertwine.
And it's very cool. I've heard a couple of episodes, and it's really good. Oh, by the way, Kate and I both love lattes, and we are begging anyone out there, if you know how to make latte art, send about a 30-second video clip to hunkerdownwithharry@gmail.com. All right, we're going to have Kate on again. Hopefully we'll make some latte art. Thank you for being here. I love you.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, it's time for our proposal reveal from Andy Drace, who asked me to propose to his fiancée, Angela. You'll find out the answer in this picture. Are you ready? Yes, she said yes. Look at those beautiful rings. Congratulations, Andy and Angela. I am so honored that you asked me to be a part of this, and I'm so happy for y'all. I'm wishing you many, many happy years in the future. Thanks so much for tuning in to Hunker Down with Harry. We'll see you next time.